This is Wake Up and Lead, a daily podcast where ambitious young professionals learn to lead themselves. I'm your host, Hampton Dorge, and today we are talking about future. And one of the best ways to guarantee a bright future is to get around people that are better than you. Now, when I say better, we are all made equal in the eyes of God. We are all equal, but there are definitely people that are better than you at certain things. They might be more fit than you. They might be more smart than you. They might be more successful in a career standpoint. They might be better husbands, fathers, mothers, moms. And so if you are not getting around people that are better than you, then you're just stroking your own ego. And this is talking to me from certain points in my life. I have always had people that are like better than me that I'm around, but I feel like my wiring is to think about myself and to think about approval and to think about wanting to be like the man. And so there's been temptations for me to get really comfortable and be around people that aren't going to push me, that aren't going to push me to be a great husband, that aren't going to push me to have good habits, that aren't going to push me to pursue excellence in my career, that aren't going to push me to be on my hands and knees before God. And, you know, we feel good about ourselves when we're around those people because we feel comfortable. And in fact, we might even feel, quote, better than them. And that's not helping anyone. All it's doing is stroking your own ego. There's this quote that gets thrown around more in a business setting, but it says, like, if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. The best leaders, the best like CEOs, for example, they hire people that are smarter than them because they know they will take them to the next level. And the only reason they wouldn't do that is if they're insecure. And they feel like they have to be the absolute man or the best or whatever it is that they're doing. So my challenge for you is to find people that are better than you. Find people that are ahead of you in the areas of life that you want to grow in, and do anything you can to learn from them and spend time with them. Here's another example, because I think a lot of times we want, everyone wants that mentor that's like, the absolute unicorn that's like amazing in every area of life. And while I would highly recommend trying to find that person, and I do talk about how to find a mentor, I'll do that more later. I think a good way to think about it is to look at these different domains. So faith, family, fitness. I'm trying to think of the order: faith, family, fitness, fellowship, and then future. Sorry about that. I switched fellowship and future. I haven't really talked about this, but I won't go into details about that right now. We'll do that later. But anyways, back to my thought. If you think about it this way, there's probably 1, 2, maybe 3 of those that you feel really good in. Like, for example, fitness is something that I've really put a lot of time and energy and effort into. And I feel like around most people, I feel like they can learn something from me in that area. But I'm also a new dad, and so I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to like being a good family man. I've learned a little bit about being a husband over the last couple of years, but I want to be around someone who is like an amazing dad, but maybe they can learn from me from a fitness standpoint. So if you think about the room, the circles you're putting yourself in, try to look inward and say, of these 5 domains that Hampton's talking about, what do I really excel in? And then how can I find someone that maybe excels in something else that can learn from me in this area? And then it's a mutually beneficial relationship that will help you both grow today and into the future. It's time for you and me to wake up and lead.